What's up, you guys? People Torres here with the homie Mookie. It's week 13, officially 3 months into the journey. How do you feel, Mookie?
Man, I feel amazing, guys. It's been a huge life change, and I appreciate Pitt, man. I couldn't say enough. He's changed my life, changed my way I think, so it's really changed my life, man. I can't say anything else.
What you weighing last week?
354.4.
All right, baby. Let's see what he weighs this week. Get off, baby. Turn it on. Let it go out to 0. Stand still. You can get 348.6. Let's go. Under that 350 mark.
You know what that is, too? That's
100 pounds down. 102 pounds?
102 pounds, baby.
102 pounds down.
Let's go.
Proud of you, dog. That's awesome, man.
Man. Hey, for all you guys, it's 3 months. You've seen every single week we've gotten a video for you. We've recorded it, man. For 3 months, I changed my mindset, and honestly, I changed my life. So any of you guys that think, oh man, I can't change, I'm 450, 500 pounds, whatever you're at, a little bit of a difference in your life can make the biggest difference. So get after it, guys. Don't start tomorrow, start now.
Yep, and so today we're going to do a little assessment. We're going to do the same workout Mookie did when he first started this journey, and we're going to show you guys how far he's come. And it's going to be super cool to see Mookie work out for the first like do the same workout he did for the first time, because I remember how he could barely do dips, push-ups, and just move. So I'm excited to see that today. So if you guys, so the first workout was push-ups. So Mookie's going to go down and hit 10 push-ups. You're on your knees the first time probably, huh? For sure?
No, I did it off my knees, but they were in nasty form, and I barely got 7. It was like a max out, so there's no way I could ever hit sets with it. Those 7 were like all I could do at that time.
All right, let's see how your form's cleaned up. There you go. Good. Nice.
Easy.
Let's go.
Me.
Go.
Switch it wide.
Mookie, what number is that?
Easy.
It's 15, baby.
Ooh, easy.
Good.
Bring it in for you guys now. Right, we're at 20. Ooh, that was a hard one.
Yep, that tricep. That's good though, man. Barely, he could, like I said before, he could barely even do the push-ups, and he was doing them just like all shoulder, not really tucking his elbows, as you could see. And that one, he was bringing his elbows in and getting that deeper stretch. So that was huge.
And now I work on sets of push-ups, guys. So, like I said, I couldn't even do 7 for 2 sets. I couldn't even do, after I did 7 push-ups off camera, I couldn't do 1 more. So just know, start off your knees, work up, build up.
Yeah, I mean, if you can only do 5 or 3 push-ups, just keep on doing sets of 5 or 3, whatever you guys can do. 4 sets is plenty enough, but first time working out, you might only be able to do 7. I remember that was it. We just did 7 and went to the next exercise. So now we're gonna go on to the next exercise.
Next exercise is planks.
Planks.
What you got for your plank?
All right, guys.
Talk
So
about the planks.
before, when we did these planks, I was so big, my stomach would rest on the ground. So probably like, it was way easier to hold myself up. But as Pitt and I've been doing them, my core is tight and I've lost the belly fat. So
Lost a person right here.
yeah, so now it doesn't hang on the floor. It doesn't hit the ground. So planks are actually harder now, but I love them because I know they're harder, and it makes me want to conquer it because I actually do a plank. It's not a cheated version that I used to do. So let's see how I do.
All right, clock's behind you, Pitt.
Come on. There you go. Get that butt down. There you go. Good. I'm counting.
I'm gonna
Time
one
right
up, Pitt,
there.
hands apart. There you go.
Good. Keep that butt down. Keep that butt down. Squeeze that core. There
Good.
you go. You're 10 seconds in already. Let's go.
How do I move?
Show the people how long you can hold it for. Come on. Mindset. Let's go. There it is. 20 seconds. Nice. Move. Come on. Let's go. You got it. Let's go. Come on. You're almost at 30. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. How'd that feel?
Man, like I said, it's a lot more difficult because I'm holding my core up, I'm keeping it tight. Before, it wasn't even like I was keeping it tight. It was more just a shoulder workout, holding myself up in that position.
Now let's go to your side plank. I remember too, we did side planks. Feet together, hips up. There you go. Good, stay tight. I remember before, like Mookie was saying, he was so big, like his hips and stomach would be touching the ground, so a plank was very hard. See, since his stomach is not touching the ground like that, it's using a lot more core. Go to the next side.
And I do these at home, guys. Like, I'll try to do 10-second holds on each side, and then I'll do 20, 30-second planks. But the idea isn't to max out every time, because I'm doing 4 or 5 rounds. Even going through this once, I'm already getting a sweat. So even though this is an assessment, you can still use it as a workout.
Sure.
Other side.
Let's go. Straight leg. You got butt tight. There you go. Good. Come on. There it is. Let's go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Nice. What's next? What's next?
Sit-ups.
Sit-ups.
Mook, what you...
But
Good.
So we call these get-ups.
Nice. Do your best to keep your feet planted. If you want, open up your legs. It might help you a little bit. Nice. These are perfect exercises you guys could be doing at home. Like you said, just like laying on your bed and getting right back up.
Pitts always talks about eccentric too. So it's kind of like I'm obsessed with that term now. So even when I do body weight stuff, I'll try to control it.
You always want to control yourself on the way down of a workout.
I can feel it way more in my abs too.
There you go. 3 more. There you go. All the way back. Good. That's 1. Good.
Out of the way.
Easy.
Goblet
Next.
squats.
Goblet squats. All right, we just did body weight goblet squats last time, so let's do body weight and we'll throw some weight on first, but just to show them how you squat your goblet squat. Nice. You can see Mookie's keeping his chest up, driving his knees out, not letting him come in. Show him how you used to squat though, Mookie, when we first did this. He was just keeping his chest more down and not really driving his, see how his knees are coming in as he's exploding. So we developed a technique to drive his knees out, keeping his chest up. The first thing when he squats back is pushing your hips back, but keeping your chest up, tracking your knees out, coming straight back up.
That was the hardest thing for me, exactly like Pitt said right there, was sitting back. It's almost because as bigger guys, I have that like almost sense of fear of trusting that I have the strength to sit back. So my body, I was more comfortable going straight down, not hinging my hips back. So that's probably a lot of pressure on my knees, and like you're saying, it's a way more quad dominant. I wasn't working everything.
All right, now show the people with the 50-pound goblets. I know you can do more than that.
No, I don't want that 50.
All right. See what Mookie's got.
All right, guys. This is the heaviest dumbbell they have in the gym, so I had to get it. Pitt was strict with me. He said I could not go under a squat bar until I could goblet squat a 100-pound dumbbell. So you guys know I've been squatting.
Let's talk about how that's how much weight you've lost.
Yeah.
Yes, 100 pounds, 102 pounds. There you go. Keep his chest up, driving his knees out. There it is. Good. Come on. That's 5. Let's go. 5 more. 6, 7, 8. Come on. 9. One more. 10. Money. Good job, man. 100-pound goblet squat. That's how much Mookie has lost.
To barely do those with my body weight, so
How
that's
did that
like
feel picking up 100 pounds, bro, and realizing like you legitimately lost 100 pounds? Bro.
man. It reminds me like squatting with that weight in my hands. It reminds me of the first day. Never want to be like that again. Never want to feel that pain on my knees, on my joints.
Exactly. All right, what's the next workout?
All right, gentlemen, lunges.
lunges. All right, I
Last
remember
two,
these.
lunges and dips.
I just had you do like a split lunge. You weren't even walking forward. You're just coming right here, and you're just straight lunging down. Oh my, that's my bad knee. Just straight lunging down. Ah, my knee hurts, bro. I remember he really couldn't even do this, like just to lower himself down with one leg because he's lunging on the one leg. There you go. Keep your feet planted. There you go. 2. Good.
Still a very difficult exercise
Yeah.
for me.
I gave Mookie a lot of hard stuff the very first day. He couldn't even. I remember I was holding his hands up. There you go. Good. Switch legs. Good. Open up your legs one more. Good. Just like that. There you go. Good. Try to sit straight down. Yes. There you go. One more. Good. Good. Tough on.
Yeah, definitely.
But from before, I want you guys to go back to the first video and watch all these workouts because these are all the same workouts Mookie did and to see how far he's come. And it's honestly only been 13 weeks. Like I said, it was the start of the 3rd month. So it's crazy. Just 3 months of hard work, dedication. You can see, you know, you lost 100 pounds and just hard work, dedication. We're not following no crazy diet, nothing like that. We're just finding out what works for Mookie.
We're not specialists, man.
Yeah, exactly. Let's show them the last one, Mookie. You had just
Dips.
dips right here.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Right here, coming down. There you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. 8, 9, 10. All right, that's it. Do 10. I want to see if you can do. I remember telling you if you could do those pretty easy, we're gonna elevate your feet. I don't even know if you can do this. Now, I want you to put your feet on here. Like this. Put your hands back here. Put your feet up. Go down. Come up. Way more weight on your shoulders. And your triceps.
You guys are seeing this for the first time.
Well, he's never done this before.
We just broke out of assessment, guys. Right into
Boom. See? I already knew what he was going to do it. 4. Come on. 5. Let's go. Get 10. 6. 7. Get down deeper. 8. Get down deeper just like that. 9. One more. Let's go it up. Beautiful. Yeah. Saw Mookie's face? Those were hard. Those are really
Much
hard.
more difficult than with the feet down.
Exactly. So like when you first start working out, it's like, man, it's so basic. It's so simple. Like you could find a end of anywhere. You can go to the end of a curb and do some dips, you know? And so just for you guys just getting started, just think of the most basic thing. Go out for a walk outside, you know, go to the park. I'm sure there's a bench right there. Do some dips. That's why we want you to, we're doing this assessment to show where Mookie started and show how far he's come, because now everything we first did was super easy and now Mookie's just, you know, he's still doing some of the same workouts but a lot more harder.
Yeah, and like, guys, look, I just did the same workout, Kristen. If you could show them the sweat on my arms, the sweat on my face, guys, like, this stuff's real, man. Like, this simple movement. The other day, Pitt came out with the video, 10 simple workouts. We showed you guys. These are great, man. Like, you don't always need to have the most complicated workouts or lift super heavy. When you're losing fat for the first time, walk. That's the #1 thing.
Hey guys, Kristen.
Mookie.
Pitbull.
We are doing a little recap on Mookie's last 13 weeks and kind of where he was at in the very beginning, 13 weeks ago, from about 5 different perspectives to where he's at now. So Mook, can you tell us a little bit about 13 weeks ago when you started this? We want to talk about 5 things, 5 crucial things here. One is going to be your activity level. The second thing we're going to talk about is your nutrition. The third thing we're going to talk about is your water intake, then your rest, and then lastly the mindset. Or first thing we're talking about is the mindset and kind of where you were at 13 weeks ago, what we've done in the last 13 weeks, and where you are at now.
Yeah, of course. Like, so we want to start off with mindset.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
talk
that's
about
mindset. We always talk about, like, that's the most important thing about this whole journey is kind of the mindset switch that I had to have. And it wasn't something that happened in a week or two, and it still hasn't fully happened. You know, there's days that I still feel tired. I don't want to work out as hard. I get cravings. So just know it's like a forever thing that, you know, you're constantly working on your mindset to grow and get stronger. But man, 13 weeks ago, I felt like I was kind of lost. Like, I felt really like that I couldn't ever lose this weight. And now I'm at a point where I'm just like, I'm ready to get this off because I have bigger goals of powerlifting. I talk to Pitbull about it all the time, that like, I don't even look at this weight as something that's like, man, can or can't I get it off? It's just like, man, I just want to get this off quicker and quicker so I could start. I wasted so much time being overweight that I'm ready to like pursue kind of the dreams that I've always had that I put off because of my weight.
Okay, so kind of the I can't do to the I can do, let's go.
Yep, exactly. Perfect way to put it.
All right, so let's also talk about your activity level now. Where were you at in terms of just daily activity 13 weeks ago versus now, the routines that you've built, the difference in your habits?
So like 13 weeks ago, I was completely stagnant. I went about like 6-7 months where like I wasn't moving. I had switched from my job because I went to going to school full time. And like kind of once I made that whole switch had happened where I stopped working my full time, like 9 to 5 overtime, crazy hours job. Like I just stopped moving. I was like gymming a little bit before, but never anything consistent. And that's kind of where I blew up. Like you guys already know, I was smoking cigarettes. I was drinking every weekend. So my lifestyle was just terrible, man. I was not doing things that were gonna leave me on this earth for very long. I was literally gonna die.
So, sorry, Pitt.
Nothing.
What does your activity look like now in any given week?
So, I kind of like the biggest thing that I've done is I've revolved my fitness around my life rather than like my life around my fitness, if that kind of makes sense. Like, fitness comes first for me now. So if I know I have work at 10 o'clock, I'll make sure to get up a little bit early because it only takes 30 minutes to get your walk in. So I'll get up a little bit early, I'll get my walk in. So, and I'm constantly prioritizing my workouts. Like before, movies were a big thing for me. Eating out with friends and family was a big part of my life. So the kind of the decisions that I make on a daily basis of what I'm going to do, I choose different stuff. So at first it was really difficult because, you know, I didn't love working out as much as I loved like maybe going to a movie or maybe going out to eat. But as time has gone by, it's kind of switched my mindset where like now it's like, man, I don't want to go to a movie. I could be in the gym. I could be getting better. So I'm constantly trying to think about getting better and moving forward instead of staying where I've been. I just want to keep growing.
Okay. So excited to kind of prioritize that part of your life now.
Yeah.
Versus before.
Like, and a lot of you guys, it's not just like me going out. Like, you become like insecure. Like, I stopped having clothes that fit me. Like, everything I had was becoming smaller and smaller. And then I was like, man, the only place I could shop is this place called DXL. And then I stopped, so I was getting really like insecure, like, oh my God, I don't even want to go shopping because I have to buy it from a 3XL to a 4XL to 5XL. I was moving my way into a 6XL. So all that stuff, man, I was just getting super insecure, and that's the furthest from the person I've raised to be. My whole life I've been confident. I've never been scared of anything. And my weight was turning me into that. It was making me scared. It was making me insecure. It's because like, it's not like, I know like people say like, there's a lot of people out there that talk about how like, they're still like, love yourself being overweight. And I did love myself, but it's just that confidence that you lose, that you don't feel like, man, this isn't me. And that's how I always kind of felt, is like, this isn't truly who I am. And like, this is not the person that I want to be or represent. If like I had kids, like, this isn't who I would want them to see. Like, I would want them to see the best version of me. So that's what I'm trying to do now, guys, man. Water intake, like I was telling Kristen, I've been kind of like about the same, but now I work out much more, so I have to get in a lot more water. Pitt's been on me about water from the beginning. He's preached about how essential it is to powerlifting, weight loss, whatever type of activity you're doing, and just your daily life. You want to make sure to get enough water, and that's kind of something Kristen and Pitbull have both preached to me. So if you want to start from somewhere, start with your level. See how much you're drinking, and then try to add some because it's not going to hurt you. And the second thing was the rest. And I had sleep apnea before, guys. I bought a $5,000 bed so I can lift. It could go up and down, man. And I still slept on a computer chair. Now I'm sleeping back on my bed. I'm getting nights rest. Like, it's once the switch over happened, it was almost like a psychological thing. Like, I could sleep in my bed, but I had built such a habit of going to my computer chair that I was doing that still. I'm kind of at that point now where I'm breaking that habit. I'm really like strict on myself to stay in bed and not do that, because it was causing a lot of health issues for me. Obviously, you know, getting 2 hours of sleep and going through your day, it's never going to be healthy. Sleep is crucial. And again, that's something that they always preach to me about. That's the number one recovery.
Yeah, recovery is everything, you guys. The last thing is nutrition. So a little bit about where you were 13 weeks ago to where you're at right now.
I mean, you guys have seen for the last 12, 13 weeks, we've touched base on how bad I used to eat. I was eating like crap. I've been, like we've talked about in some other videos, I've introduced intermittent fasting. Kind of the biggest thing that's changed for me is that the cravings have gone down as time has gone on, and I've found things to replace what I would crave. And I'm finding out more balance. And, you know, like, even if you guys are losing 3 pounds a week, just know, like, 3 pounds a week over a year is 144 pounds. Like, that's a lot of weight. So the name of the game is consistency. So even with your diet, you got to stay consistent. Like, Kristen, what's your rule? Like you said, 90.
I talk about a 90-10.
90-10, yeah. So
10.
However you guys do it, just stay consistent. And just, like, if you have one bad meal, man, like, get right back on.
Yeah.
Don't let it spiral into, like, that's how I always fell off my diets before. And kind of, like, one thing, I feel like I'm in that tweener phase of, like, I need to push it now to a next level and take it to the next step. And that's why this is the kind of, like, when I used to get a little bit of success, I'd be like, oh man, time to reward myself, time to, like, go have a nice double cheeseburger. And then I have one, and then my mindset was just like, oh, it's okay, you've earned this, you could go have another bad meal. How about we have some? So don't get into that spiral where you start justifying eating bad as being okay. And that's kind of one thing I'm super aware on, and I'm super constantly checking myself that, like, stay on top of it, Mookie. It's only been 3 months, and this is a lifestyle change, and I'm finding balance and things to incorporate where I enjoy myself and I still am strict. So whatever you guys need to do, find your balance, man. That's the biggest thing.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks, Moo, for wrapping up that 13-week wrap-up.
Yep. That's it, guys. It's pretty much, you've seen it here first. 102 pounds in 3 months, exactly. It's only the beginning for me. I feel like I always, so many people tell me, like, man, you've done so much, but I always remind myself that I kind of tell myself I haven't done anything. And I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm trying to keep pushing myself and always know, like, Pitt and Kristen aren't going to hold me accountable. I could leave this right now. I could do my own thing. I could be cheating on the side. But it's about holding yourself accountable and being disciplined to yourself.